Lie number 1. A good education is the key to success in life. Let's start with the first lie we get told. Both your parents and teachers will insist that the most important thing you can do in your childhood is score good grades both at school and in higher education. This, they tell you, is the path to securing a good job and making lots of money. Of course, such advice isn't completely without merit. It's good to be educated. However, education without independence of thought and an understanding of why you're acquiring knowledge won't lead to genuine happiness and success. Sure, your education will give you access to some well-paid but stressful and uninspiring jobs, but an education alone is never going to unlock the doors to life fulfillment. So, what should you do? More important than your education is finding something you're passionate about and putting yourself on a path to be making a living from it in the not too distant future. Make this quest the focus of your life, and as the years and decades pass, you'll enjoy a level of freedom that those tied to the stressful and boring jobs that their education has earned them can only dream of experiencing. Lie number 2. Consumption makes you happy. We live in a materialistic age. Whether it's an advert on TV, an influencer on Instagram, or a friend showing off their latest purchase, the message is the same. If you buy desirable products, your life will improve and you'll feel happy. It's a message we must hear and see over 100 times a day. Through repetition, we become convinced by the logic of this credo. Furthermore, there is some merit to the idea. Buy a new car and you'll feel great for a month. Eat some fast food and you'll feel instantly satiated. Take drugs and your mood will improve. However, the problem with seeking happiness through consumption is that it never lasts. So, what should you do? Seek happiness through creation. Commit to the harder path. Put all your energy into creating something that's useful and bring joy to other people. The rewards you'll experience will be long-lasting and enrich your soul. Lie number 3. The media keeps you informed. The mainstream media wants you to believe it's a force for good, letting you know what's going on in the world. While this may be partially true, you must also understand that the media has an agenda and that the information it provides does not paint an accurate picture of what's happening. What is this agenda? Like any other corporation, media companies exist to make a profit. Through decades of operating, they've discovered that the best way to achieve this aim is by presenting their audience with a mix of fear and sensation. Pursuing the truth, the ideal upon which journalism was formed, takes a back seat to audience manipulation. So, what should you do? Disengage from the mainstream media. Reduce the amount of time you spend reading or watching the news, browsing the internet, and avoid paying for too many subscription services or magazines. This will help you disconnect from a world of fear, hate, and materialism, creating more space in your mind to focus on the goals you want to achieve. Lie number 4. Doctors know all the answers. In Western societies, doctors and scientists are revered as gods. Their word is final, whether they're diagnosing an illness, delivering a prognosis, or prescribing a treatment. Such status may seem reasonable until you remember that doctors are humans and that humans are corruptible, sometimes power-hungry, and frequently influenced by ulterior motives. Consider these stats. Iatrogenic illness is one of the leading causes of human death. Over half the people prescribed medication for mental health illness report experiencing either damaging side effects or debilitating withdrawal symptoms. Doctors receive hardly any training in nutrition, and the medical profession rarely focuses on the prevention of illness. Why would it, when it would drastically reduce their customer base? So, what should you do? Of all the lies society tells, this one is the most nuanced. Doctors clearly do save numerous lives. Ignoring them completely would be foolish. However, placing all your faith in their expertise and adopting an attitude that the doctor is there to fix you is also naive. Therefore, you must take responsibility for your own health. It doesn't mean rejecting the best that modern medicine has to offer, but it does mean prioritizing your health in such a way that you reduce the likelihood of ever needing their help. Lie number 5. The government has your best interests at heart. Politics and the access to political power isn't available to everyone. You need lots of money to become an elected official, the kind of money that most individuals are unable to access. So, in the US, those running for office must secure the backing of wealthy donors, and in the UK, members of parliament can sit on the boards of major corporations and receive a salary through holding these positions. Where do you think these politicians' loyalties lie? It's not with the people who voted them in. It's with the individuals and organisations who funded them to appear on the ballot in the first place. So, what should you do? Don't trust your government. It's not going to help you through life or make the burden of living any more manageable. Instead, you need to educate yourself and become self-reliant. Refuse to be mediocre. Instead, begin strengthening both your character and finances so you're able to deal with whatever challenges the system puts in your path. Lie number 6. Retirement is a goal everyone should chase. For most people, working life is a cycle of boredom and stress, occasionally interspersed with moments of success and satisfaction. As a result, retirement is viewed as a watershed moment. It's the point when you finally get to be free and enjoy yourself. However, what happens when you get there? You'll discover that because you traded your passions for security, you have little to stimulate you in your newfound free time. Sure, you could always try doing something new, but because you're older and burnt out from a lifetime of working a job you didn't enjoy, you lack the energy to make it anything more than a hobby. So, what should you do? Never retire. Better than that, never start working. Confucius once said, "Choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life." If what you do with your days both stimulates you and provides enough money to make a living, then why stop? You get to continue the never-ending flow of learning, creating, improving and sharing, regardless of your age. What could be better? Lie number 7. You are powerless. Society conditions you to conform and live with the belief that your life doesn't matter. Who are you compared to the mass of institutions, companies, countries and religions that have existed for centuries? Far better for your own safety and prospects that you keep your head down, obey the rules and don't rock the boat. However, is living this way really the path to a life of happiness and fulfillment? I don't believe that it is. You should want to make the most of your almost limitless potential. In doing so, you'll discover you're far more powerful than you've been led to believe. James Allen once said, "The dreamers are the saviors of the world." An individual, or a collection of individuals, has been behind every major breakthrough in science, technology, and civil rights. You are powerful. Make sure you use your power, and use it for good.